Hey, congrats on the season that you've had thus far. And I'm on pace guy, so every time that I'm looking at people's stats, I just kind of look at what they're on pace for. And for you, that would be 35 to 40 home runs this year. Do you set individual numbers, goals for yourself going into a year?
Not really. Unlike you, I'm not a big on-pace guy.
Well, if you don't get to 40, Nick, it was a struggle.
Yeah. I don't really, set those individual, number goals. There's definitely goals that I set related to, what I want to get better at. But that's kind of where I keep my focus and then, just go out and play.
What were those goals coming into this year, and how do you feel like you're doing on that track?
I feel like I'm doing well. The first one was, to keep continuing to get better at second base defensively. Going into spring training, I wanted to win that job and keep getting better. And that's something that, I've worked a ton to improve on and that I continue to improve on. And then offensively, just kind of try to be the player that I've been. Last year wasn't the best year, especially, power-wise, but, put some good swings on balls and, just to kind of, keep getting better, offensively and putting good swings on the ball.
Hey, Nick, every time that we were talking to somebody in the front office, JD and all, and we were asking questions about you, it was always, well, he's going to play here and he's going to play here. And, it showed versatility, but did you kind of breathe a sigh of relief when you said, hey, I'm going to line up at second base. I'm going to focus on that job. Is that helped you just in your overall game and maybe your overall approach as you come to the ballpark every day?
Yeah, I'd say a little bit. I think the first goal is always to be in the lineup, right? So anywhere, any position, I was happy to be in the lineup because then I could help, contribute to the team winning. But this year coming in and to know that I'm really focused on getting better at second base and doing the work that I need to do, to take care of business there every single day. I think helps. It gives me a singular focus on what I'm doing every single day.
Hey, Nick, I'm kind of keeping up with you a little bit because you're from Naperville, and one of my closest friends of all time is from Naperville back in the day. So I've been keeping up with you a little bit, and I want to know how you felt about winning that cowboy hat. And tell everybody who's listening the new tradition with the Texas Rangers and who gets to win the cowboy hat last week.
Yeah. The player of the game after a win, gets to wear that Texas flag themed cowboy hat and gets to make a little speech to the team. That was I won it last week, and honestly, I think that's like probably the only time I've ever had a cowboy hat on.
That's where I was going with this. You're from Naperville,
absolutely.
Which is out by Chicago.
Yeah. Just growing up in the Chicago suburbs. Never. I don't think I ever wore a cowboy hat until winning the hat last week, and it's fun to be able to put on that hat. And just because we won the game.
Who is the current holder of the hat?
I think Brock's got the hat.
Oh yes. Now that's a man that he needs that hat. I feel like it fits the mustache. Now, do you have proper reverence for the cowboy hat? Being that it sounds like you don't. You're not
familiar with it.
You're not down with that style.
I know for our cowboy hat, it's got that Texas flag on it, and you get it if you had a good game and we won. So I definitely have proper reverence for the one that we got in our clubhouse.
Right. Good answer.
Now you've been hit by a pitch 7 times this year, according to my count. Can you tell us where it doesn't bother you and where it really does bother you?
The ones that get a good part of the elbow guard, because I wear the elbow guard and I wear the shin guard. So the HBPs that catch a good part of the elbow guard, those are usually pretty good. They don't hurt too bad, and I got the protection there. I had one early in the year, like the first series, right in the ribs. That one was not great. That was pretty sore. But
are you crowding the plate, or are they just picking on you?
Yeah, are you diving?
Are you plunkable? What is this?
I like the fastball out over the plate, right, like the middle and away. So a lot of pitchers, want to try and come in.
Okay.
And they just seem to miss in a little bit extra.
Now, but you're willing if it gets
Yeah.
you on base, because I mean nobody's been hit more than 3 times but you, and 7's a big number. So I feel like maybe that's a bravery stat where you're
Really?
willing to do that for the team.
I mean, I don't know. It's just maybe a little slow to get out of the way sometimes. Some of them, are close. Some of them, there's just no getting out of the way. So I think it just comes with, those guys trying to come in and missing in, and it just kind of part of the game, and it is what it is.